The reason behind this project is that I wanted to contribute to the preservation and transmission of intangible cultural heritage in Africa as a whole, but of course, you start from home. And so I brought my research topic here to CYENS, Center of Excellence, and I had a conversation with some of the members of this project. Basically talked about the possible ways we can use motion capture in capturing and preserving Eyo masquerade, which is from Lagos, Center of Excellence.
When Temi approached me and she told me that she wanted to capture an African dance, I didn't know about this specific dance, and I thought it's gonna be interesting to capture something. Assuming in my head that I will be able to see some part of the body and be able to capture the movements. So my first impression when I've seen the full body covered with clothes, it was to laugh of desperation on how to do that project. This is the first project that I'm working with cloth capturing. It's something that it was always in my future plans to study how we can extract cloth information and simulate it, or not only simulate it, but also capture the cloth deformations. We realized that people dance differently when they wear their actual, let's say, traditional uniform rather than a costume, like the suit, the mocap suit. People can get balance from the clothes. They have restrictions sometimes when they wear the traditional uniform rather than the suit. And also the clothes give an understanding of the social economic situation or sometimes the religion of the person that is dancing. I can safely say that cloth capturing, or let's say motion capturing with clothes, is really important in our domain as computer scientists, and also in other domains, for example in culture heritage or in some visualization methods.
In order to capture the clothing, we capture the underneath garment, the white sheet first, by photography from various angles. So the software estimates each point of the cloth by comparing and estimating the angle of the camera. So if it can estimate the distance from the camera, so it knows each point of the mesh, and afterwards it combines the points to the mesh.
We decided to motion capture the same dance in 2 sessions. In the first session, we're going to have the optical and the IMU-based systems at the same time, and then we're going to have the actor wearing the dress, the uniform, the AO uniform, and we only have the XN system that will capture the movements. And then we can reconstruct the skeletons and compare the 2 skeletons if we can see differences on the movement when the person, the actor, have constraints or limitations due to the clothes. And at the end, we want to create a character that will be dressed with clothes that are modeled, and then it will be simulated based on the movements that the actor is doing, the movements that we motion capture.
Yeah, we are doing the cloth creation and simulation. We've been handed over a animation file that contains the motion capture data of the actual dance, and we are responsible to make the cloth react to that motion in a realistic way. So we are that involves a simulation software that deals with the movement and deals with collisions and make the cloth look real, actually.
The role in the experiments. So, yeah, it is mostly related with the, I guess, motion capturing, helping with the systems, a bit with phase space and more with the accents as well. And then now the second step is the analysis of the data that we captured. So to see how we can compare both the different technologies, but also the motion with and without the cloth, and what are some of the characteristics that we can quantify basically through this analysis.
To be honest with you, I drag and drop the pictures in the reality capture and the first model appeared. And my first impression was, it's like a game scene. It was real for me. The other thing that stood out for me was the scale. Everything is massive.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah. And the symbols, I mean the gates, because I ended up reconstructing the gate from beginning in order to have the gates showing clear. And so I know every bit of the gate because I model it like my first technique from the beginning.
From the beginning, wow. It's been really interesting working on the project here, working with all these amazing people on the team. And the results that we've gathered, especially because we kind of focus on cloth capturing and what can be done in the case of cultural heritage where it has to be captured with the clothing, with the traditional costume. You know, what happens then if you think about motion capture and the limitations that we have now? What do you do in cases like some African cultural heritage where you can't remove the costume? It's been interesting, this journey.
àjàgà alágẹmọ ìmọ̀ ṣàkúta ọmúwé máa ṣí lọ láyà obìnrin dùgbẹ̀dùgbẹ̀.